till 9 p.m. Pick up sliced Dietz and Watson's Deli Meat, freshly made Italian bread, and Lewis Dairy Milk.
All right, 7:40. Good morning to everybody jumping on our Facebook Live this morning.
What's up, everybody?
So, a lot of stuff to get into. We're going to
All
talk about what's trending.
Okay.
But I want to give a shout out to my man Ray, who's one of my best friends. His son also plays travel baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out. They play for Five Star Travel Baseball Organization. And, they do fundraisers, right? Just like we do.
Yes.
My son plays for Delmarva Aces and the Big B Black Sox. So shout out to both of those teams as well. And they're doing for Ray's son, J-Bone, they're doing this March Madness fundraiser. And basically they have 64 slots.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pick a number.
Mm-hmm.
And then the random wheel or whatever will pick a team for you.
Oh.
And whatever team you get.
The 64 teams, it picks a team for you. You don't pick the team.
So if you get a sucky team, you're out. So whatever team you get,
oh my God.
if they win, then you win.
Okay.
Okay?
You win the jackpot?
The jackpot is $640.
God sake.
Because it's $20 a slot, right? So
good deal.
640. Does that add up or is it $10?
Well, you said it was a fundraiser, so I'm sure that they have to keep. I mean, that's the point. They want to raise money, right?
Yeah. So
you said it's $20.
Yeah, 20. And I guess they keep half and you win half.
Yeah,
it's like
so $12.80.
Yeah, kind of like a
that's fine.
like a 50-50.
And you get $640 of it. So they keep half, you keep half.
Yeah. So So I saw, he did it. He buys from us, we buy from him, whatever.
Okay.
Support our peeps.
Yeah, of course.
So I picked a number that was random. Normally we would always pick 23. That's our number.
Mm-hmm.
My son's number. 24, my daughter's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe our anniversary, maybe our birthdays or whatever.
Right.
But most of those numbers were already picked.
Okay.
So I picked 33. Now 33, the only reason I picked that number, I was like, that was MTV back in the day.
Oh my God.
That's the only reason, random. But I was like, you know what? My TV used to stay on that.
Okay.
Back in the day.
33.
It was channel 33. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
And so it randomly picks teams for you. Guess what team I got?
Who?
And I even said, is this rigged?
Who?
And he swore it was not rigged. It was random. Syracuse.
Stop it!
How did we get Syracuse? I said, you know what? I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I love it. That's one of my teams. I'm hyped.
Wow.
So guess what? Syracuse is going to win it all.
Bill.
I said, there's no way you rigged it. And he's like, nope, it's all random, I swear. Like, okay.
All right. What was number 3? Just the team.
The team.
If I was in it, I would say
and
number 3.
That's my man, Steve.
Okay.
Missouri.
I don't know if they're going to do it all the way.
So.
All right. What number was Kansas?
6.
Number 6. I would have probably done. If 3 was not available, I would go to 6.
Okay. We would have gone to 23, which is Colorado.
Okay.
Good thing we didn't go to
All
23. Right. 24 would have been or 24.
Okay.
Hartford.
All right. Who has Gonzaga or Baylor?
I know.
Who ended up with those two?
Gonzaga is 60.
Number 60. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And Baylor is. Hold on. Let's see here.
That's crazy.
Maryland's 18, by the way.
How it randomly picks like that. That is pretty neat.
Yeah. Baylor's 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Baylor's 2. So, but yeah.
That's fun.
But I don't care about none.
That's neat.
I don't care about no other number, but the fact that I got Syracuse.
Yes, I know. That
hyped.
is so neat.
I'm hyped. So, very cool. A couple trending stories going on. 73-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger, who I grew up with.
He's 73?
I know, isn't that crazy?
73-year-old?
He definitely looks like probably 63. He's definitely
73.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was the number 1 in a British survey that asked who we should choose to lead humanity in an event of an alien invasion. And this story broke yesterday. I saw it. He was number 1, runner-up Will Smith.
Stop it.
Okay?
Stop it.
Some other headlines going on. The Oscars. We're just coming off the Grammy Awards. They say the ratings sucked. The Oscars are up next. Does anybody care about these award shows anymore? Well,
It was worse.
no. Well, the Oscars ain't on yet. They just announced the nominees. But the Oscars have told the nominees, you will not be able to zoom into the show. If you want to be part of it, you got to show up. So I actually like that.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Well, I didn't expect you to say that.
They say they're also taking all the precautions, make sure everybody's safe, etc.
Of course.
But if you want to be part, we're done with zooming in. We're not zooming in. So that's a good news story today.
Wow. Who runs
This
it?
trending.
Who runs it?
I don't know,
to
but
become friends with them.
Yes. About 80 people complained to the FCC about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's performance of WAP at the Grammys. Speaking of
80?
the award show. Yeah.
80 complaints.
80 complaints.
I heard complaints,
Right.
and I was thinking to myself,
Here it is.
no, I was just thinking to myself, like, before the Grammys even happened,
Right.
we heard Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, we watched their video, we know the words, we know the lyrics. So for me to see that performance, it was like, kind of like the music video. You just get to see it in real person, in real life. They just played it out.
Okay.
So me personally, I wasn't, writing into the FCC and offended and bothered, I guess you could say.
Well, think back to J-Lo and Shakira.
Yes, I did. I said, well, let me think of other times where I've seen people perform that maybe they didn't have on, all covered up. Maybe they were in, which I call a glitzy, cutesy outfit, or strutting their stuff, or show it off, But
Strutting their stuff.
they really got a lot of complaints too, with some of their moves and the way they were shaking and your hips and this and that and coming down on the pole. Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
And all the complaints.
Okay, well, 80 complaints to the FCC about Cardi and Megan with WAP. How many do you think J-Lo and Shakira got?
I don't know. More than that?
1,300. Now, their audience was a lot bigger.
It was.
It was the Super Bowl.
It was.
So if you compare the ratio of how many people were watching the Super Bowl to compared to how many people were watching the Grammys,
Right.
neither one is that many, but still, people actually took time to contact the Federal Communications Commission. Like people were so serious about it, they actually took time to contact the Federal Communications Commission.
Gosh. But I knew that they were going to receive complaints and criticism and all that. I knew that was coming, and we would be talking about it, but it bothered them that much.
Don't just turn it off. They actually called the Federal Communications Commission. Like, they took time to do that.
But do they not know the lyrics, the song?
I guess them being up on the giant bed and doing the dance moves they did and all that.
Uh-huh.
And
That was the biggest issue.
I guess. Yeah. So.
I don't know. I guess I just don't let certain things like that affect and bother me that much. I just look at it as music, and that was their art, and they were performing, and
if you can control
that's how they told the story of the song.
Like if you can just turn it off, then what are you doing?
Right. If it was something,
if you're getting held down, handcuffed, and forced to watch it,
then we have a problem.
Then that's a whole nother.
Go to another show, wait, to come back to it. If it was that inappropriate, I saw somebody write, thank God my daughter wasn't in the room for this performance or something.
Okay,
I
but she wasn't.
myself in that situation, right? I'm like, okay, if something was on there inappropriate that I didn't want any of my kids to see, you change it, or you get up and take them to the other room, or you go say, can you go get me something, or whatever. Like, there's not a big show that takes place on, censoring, oh my gosh, this came on while so-and-so was in the room.
I guess my thing is, like, if you think it's a little bit too much, then that's fine. Turn it off. But to take time to call the FCC or go to their website and file a legit personal complaint, like, I don't even like to call Verizon. So how are you going to call the Federal
You
Communications
took
Commission?
your time out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And your energy.
Yeah.
And you brought that negativity in you. You were just so upset.
Billie Eilish's post on Wednesday where she revealed her new blonde hair. I don't know if you've seen that or not.
I want to.
Well,
you know what? Let me look it up.
It got 19.3
I
million
heard
likes.
she looks great.
19.3 million likes, making it the fourth most liked post on Instagram.
Wow. So people
Ever.
are loving it.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, new hair, first thing that comes up.
Crazy, ain't it?
Wow. Images. Here we go. I like it. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Not bad. She's a blonde.
It's different.
She's a blonde.
It's different. All right.
She is a blonde. Well, did she look better with the green and the black?
I like Billie Eilish's songs.
But again, like when I look at them, like, okay, like she did a change. She switched it up. That's how she expresses herself.
Well, she's huge. She's definitely huge.
Yeah, like that's her thing. And then her nails, that's her thing as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just her.
I'm old school. I grew up on Bill and Ted. You remember Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure,
Yeah,
Bill and Ted
yeah.
Bogus Journey, those
Yes.
movies. Well, Alex Winter, who is Bill from Bill and Ted,
Mhm.
is actually an experienced documentary filmmaker. I don't know if you knew that or
I
not.
did not.
His next movie is going to be called Mass Effect: The Story of YouTube.
Oh, well, that should be good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Tech seems to be Alex's specialty. And he's made movies about Napster. Remember Napster back in the
do
day with downloading the
remember.
music and the dark web
Yes.
and blockchain.
Wow.
All right.
He's smart.
Last year, he made Zappa about Frank Zappa, obviously, and also Showbiz Kids, which was about the highs and lows of child stars in Hollywood. So I didn't know that, but Bill from Bill and Ted.
Good deal.
Yeah, so that's pretty
So
interesting.
his humor and all that you see on TV, this man is smart.
Yeah. And this story is pretty cool, pretty interesting. A Chesapeake blue crab was spotted along the Ireland shore.
How'd it get there?
Well, here's how local experts believe it got there. This is coming from
Tell
WJZ.
me more.
In Baltimore, a Chesapeake blue crab was recently spotted on the shores of Ireland. Now, Irish officials are trying to figure out how it got there. The National Biodiversity Data Center is trying to determine if it was, a one-off occurrence or there's more out there. Blue crabs are invasive to Ireland. Local experts agree that the blue crab likely did not swim across the Atlantic. The blue crab program manager with Maryland's Department of Natural Resources said blue crabs wouldn't travel that far.
Mm-hmm.
It's highly unlikely blue crabs, especially once they're mature, they tend to stay, kind of like closer to the shore, and they're not going to move across the ocean. So let's see. It could have been transported there by a boat. That's like another thing thrown
boat.
off.
Okay.
Large ocean ships have, transported crabs or whatever, and it could have been one. Experts say it's more likely it made its way over to the from the Mediterranean. Some blue crabs were introduced decades ago in the Mediterranean. Okay. And, it could have been part of like a seafood trade or some kind of
Okay.
aquarium release.
But it was just one?
Just one. Yeah, the Irish Times reported on it. Somebody had it up on Twitter. Have you spotted blue crabs on our shores lately? If so,
Wow.
report them. And then there was a sighting. So that's pretty cool.
If so, steam them up.
Yeah, steam that up.
Get that melted butter and
I
all
know that's
day.
right.
Oh
Whew.
my goodness.
Oh,
You're gonna
God.
be living a new life.
That is a new life. It's the Bill and Jessica Show. Good morning.